Introduction: the central moment of history. Friends, we gather today to reflect on an event that changed the trajectory of human history forever. It is an event that is both tragic and triumphant, dark yet filled with the brightest hope. We are looking at the death of Jesus Christ. To the world of the first century, the cross was a symbol of shame, weakness, and Roman brutality. But to us, it has become the bridge between a holy God and a broken humanity. Today, we don't just remember a historical execution, we honor a divine sacrifice. The fulfillment of prophecy. Centuries before Jesus ever walked the hills of Galilee, the prophet Isaiah painted a vivid picture of what would happen on Calvary. In Isaiah 53:5 it says, "But he was pierced for our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was on him, and by his wounds we are healed." Jesus' death was not an accident or a political mishap. It was the fulfillment of a divine plan. From the moment of the fall in Genesis, God had promised a Savior. On the cross, Jesus stepped into our place. He took the crushing weight of our mistakes, our pride, and our rebellion, and he bore it all so that we wouldn't have to. The 7 last words. As Jesus hung on that cross for 6 hours, he spoke 7 times. These words reveal his heart even in the midst of agony. Forgiveness. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. Even as his enemies mocked him, his heart was for their restoration. Assurance. To the thief beside him he said, "Today you will be with me in paradise." It is never too late to turn to him. Completion. His final cry was, "It is finished." He didn't say, "I am finished," he said the work was finished. The debt of sin was paid in full. The veil in the temple was torn from top to bottom, signifying that the way to God was now open to everyone. Why did he have to die? A common question people ask is, why couldn't God just forgive us without the death of Jesus? The answer lies in God's character. God is perfectly just and he is perfectly love. Justice demands that sin be dealt with. A good judge cannot simply ignore a crime. Love desires to spare the offender. At the cross, justice and love met. Jesus, being the sinless Son of God, was the only one qualified to pay the price. He satisfied the demands of justice by taking our penalty, and he satisfied the heart of love by giving his life for his friends. The response: what does this mean for us? The death of Jesus demands a response. It is not enough to simply know the facts, we must embrace the truth. Humility. We must realize that our sin was serious enough that it required the death of the Son of God. Gratitude. We live every day knowing we are loved with an everlasting love, a love that would rather die than live without us. Transformation. Because he died for us, we are called to live for him. The cross isn't just a piece of jewelry. It's a way of life characterized by sacrifice, service, and grace. Conclusion: the silence before the song. As we conclude, we remember that Friday was dark. The earth shook, the sun hid its face, and the Savior was laid in a tomb. It looked like defeat. But we know that the story doesn't end at the grave. The death of Jesus was the necessary doorway to the resurrection. Because he died, our sin is buried. Because he rose, our future is secure.